Hey guys, I hope you are well today. It's TELECON Tuesday and today I have something special for you, something really that I had fun with. I was doing my NLP practitioner course over the weekend and the lecturer spoke about a seed, and all of a sudden I paused my lecture and I made a few notes because I had this amazing idea as to how I see a seed related to us when we need growth, when we need nourishment from external sources. So guys, there's a fairy tale for you guys. Watch it, have fun, and there'll be a few short notes afterwards just describing the message and why having an important supportive structure or a life coach is actually important for you, especially during this time, and rather any time when you need help and support from someone who truly cares for you and wants you to grow what is really inside of you. So guys, have fun. It's created with a lot of love and a lot of enthusiasm, so have fun, and guys, with love as always, MNLD. Good day guys, and welcome to your TELECON Tuesday. As described in the intro video, today we have something very special for you. It is a fairy tale titled The Seed, and it is a fable encouraging you to trust the right people for your growth. Hope you guys are ready and comfortable. I'm about to introduce you to the cast of today's beautiful story. Today's cast, we have some people. We also have some trees. Following them, we have some fluffy white clouds. We also have Mr. Sun in his energy and bright shine. We have some very talented singing birds. And making an appearance today, we also have a red apple. Okay guys, let's get into it. Once upon a time, it was a beautiful day in the park. Mr. Sun was out in all his energetic power. His friends, the fluffy white clouds, were there, and there were also some trees. Shortly into the morning, the birds woke up and started to sing their song, and a woman decided she would go for a walk in the park reading her book. While she was reading, she got peckish and decided to reach into her bag and pulled out her apple that she brought for a snack. She continued to eat her apple through the park, and when she was done, she threw the core down to the ground, took out her book, and carried on her merry way. The day carried on, the birds were happy, Mr. Sun was happy, but shortly after that, the day ended and nighttime came. Night turned to day. Some days were bright and happy, others were dark and stormy. But the cycle carried on. One day, the apple, after being exposed to the weather and all the elements, rotted away, and some seeds were left on the ground, which eventually began to spring into a small plant. A man was walking in the park and came across this small seedling, and he decided to pick it up. He thought to himself, I know some friends, I can take this to them and they can tell me exactly what plant it is so I can plant it in the right spot. So he left the park and went about to speak to his friends. Many of them looked at the seed with expert eyes and gave their opinion on what they believed the seed to be. Some people thought it was an apple and it should belong in the apple orchard with the rest of them. Others believed it was a weed found in the park and should be discarded into the trash. Others thought it was a very special kind of apple called a cherry moya and should only be planted in special seasons, while others thought the seed was from a pear. The poor seed felt very confused and did not know what to do. But the man who found the seed decided he would take the seed home and give it a place of love and let it grow in its own potential. He found a beautiful spot on his windowsill. With Mr. Sun and his friends the fluffy white clouds, he put the seed in a small pot and gave it love and nourishment, slowly watering it Every week, with the beautiful energy of the sun and the bright light outside, the plant grew and grew until one day the man decided it was time to replant it. The man found a beautiful spot in his favorite park where he likes to go for his run. Mr. Sun and the clouds were there as well, and he decided he would plant this new tree right over there that it could bear fruit for anyone walking in the park. Birds soon began to sing in this tree, and the tree was truly happy because now it had reached its full potential thanks to the intuition and kindness of that man. The end. Now that the fairy tale's over, let's just dive into some facts. So, looking at these three images from right to left, you could at first glimpse say that the seeds are all from that same fruit on the right, when in fact they are from three different fruits entirely. The first set on the left is from the white pear, the one in the middle are from normal red apples, and the ones on the right are from the cherry moya, which is also known as the custard apple. The facts: while seeds may look similar, each one will become a different tree. Here's something else quite interesting for you. Even though plants may come from the same tree, they are very unique in the way that they are expected to grow. Let me explain. A plant grown from seeds gathered from your favorite apple cultivar is unlikely to have exactly the same characteristics as its parent. This is because seed-grown plants are almost always genetically different from their parents. But why is that the case? Most fruit-bearing trees require cross-pollination to produce a crop. This means that the seeds in your favorite apple cultivar will be a genetic combination between the cultivar along with whichever pollen donor fertilized the flower. So basically, most apple trees grown from those seeds won't be true to the parent's characteristics unless you are prepared to grow thousands of seedlings and find the offspring with most of the mother tree's genetics. This now becomes a number game, but that's just how it's done. If, however, you want to produce a predictable result from your cultivated apple trees, with the fruit being a certain size and with known average production rates, the only way to ensure this is by making a clone of that tree, and that is achieved by grafting. All this information is from the website there below. I just thought it was quite interesting that even though the same apples from one tree, same seeds, they could produce all entirely different trees, some of which could bear fruit and some not. So what is the message behind today's TELECON Tuesday? Many of us are like that apple seed at some time in our journey of life. Sometimes people will make assumptions about us that are untrue and often result in us having limiting beliefs. We may be in a place where we need someone caring to provide us with a safe space to talk about our feelings, lift us out of pain, or merely encourage us and allow us to grow to our next level or to our maximum potential. Deep inside your core, you believe in what you are able to achieve, and having the right support structure that you can trust will facilitate that belief and bring it into fruition. Sometimes you may feel that you need to get just the right advice from someone that you look to for inspiration. And just like the grafting of apple seeds, you can choose to model those examples set out to you by a life coach. So why coaching? A life coach is almost like that man passing by the apple seed. He or she should recognize some powerful potential within you. He or she should also be able to save you from the next storm in your life. He or she should help remove the limiting beliefs that others have about you and that you are confused about or may even believe in. He or she should take you from a place of being unwanted or lost and provide a nice cozy place for you to grow. The provided space should be shared between you and the coach with the correct amount of guidance, energy, nourishment, and belief so that you can grow and provide the world with your best fruits and your best self. Guys, give yourself permission to grow. I hope you've enjoyed today's TELECON Tuesday. Until next week, with love, MLLD.